Comcast On Demand.
It's a shootout between two of the top teams in the Metro and Kinko Conference. Seattle Prep battles Skyline for Les Schwab glory next on Varsity Sports. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Les Schwab Pre-season Tournament here at Bellevue Community College. Once again, I'm Erez Kats, and today we've got a matchup between two teams expected to do big things this year. The Seattle Prep Panthers come in ranked preseason number 10 in Class 3A, returning off a 23-7 season, and the Skyline Spartans, fresh off of their state championship in football, looking to be equally competitive in Kinko 4A hoops this year, although they have not played a game yet. This will be their first game. So they're young, they're big, and they're going to look to play against a very quick and athletic Seattle Prep team. So on that note, let's get to tonight's three keys to the ball game. For Skyline, they thought the most important thing they should do is rebound. Basically, they have to rebound the basketball and execute offensively. For Seattle Prep, they want to apply constant defensive pressure, which will key the third key of the game, their transition game. They want to get out and run, and they do it with the defensive pressure. So there you have it, and right after this, we'll be back with head coach Jay Davis of the Skyline Spartans right after this here on Comcast Varsity Sports. Okay, so we're here with the head coach of the Skyline Spartans, J.J. Davis. JJ, tough team to open your season with, Seattle Prep, ranked number 10 in 3A. How do you think you can go about stopping them?
Well, you know, it's Metro basketball, so it's a good challenge for us. We've watched them play a couple times, and we got to meet their intensity. It's Seattle basketball at its finest, so it's a good challenge for our kids, first time out.
Absolutely, and how do you think really Kinko basketball compares to Metro basketball on that note?
Well, I'd probably be better apt to answer that question if it was a 3A question. Now moving up to 4A, I don't know. This is going to be our first year at 4A, so it's really hard for us to say. But, you know, the state of Washington is a great basketball state, so we're happy to be a part of that, obviously.
Right. Absolutely, Coach. So it'll be a good test for your kids right off the bat, so hope you guys have a great game today and go out there and get done.
We're anxious to get going. Thanks for having us.
All right, no problem. Okay. And so we'll be right back after this with the starting lineups and the opening tip here on Comcast Varsity Sports. Challenge, and at the half, we have the score 24-23, a 1-point lead for the Seattle Prep Panthers over the Skyline Spartans, and let's give you our Banner Bank halftime scoring recap. Banner Bank, better ideas, better banking. At the end of the first quarter, it was Seattle Prep basically maintaining the lead of about 6 to 8 points throughout the game. They led it early on 6-0 and maintained that advantage, although at times it was as large as 8 points and fluctuated. But Skyline able to cut it to 1 point at the half on the three-point shot by Connor Gasek. For Seattle Prep, they were led in scoring by Mitch Brewy, who unofficially had 8 points, along with Patrick Nyeko, who had 6, and Jonathan Humphreys added 5 for Seattle Prep. And for Skyline, they were led in scoring, basically a balanced scoring effort by Kason Williams, Connor Gasek, and Austin Weege, who each had 5 points for Skyline. So a game that Seattle Prep has controlled, but they find themselves leading by only 1. So we're back here with Coach Michael Kelly of the Seattle Prep Panthers. Michael, you guys got out to a good start. You had a lead early, but then they seemed to kind of chip away at your lead, get some momentum. Why do you think that happened? What do you think you can do to contain that?
We talked a lot about fatigue. I mean, kids are turning around, coming back from 12 hours. Game late last night, but you know, they're 16 and they should be recovered. But one of the things we talked about was when we're tired, we got to concentrate. Every run they've made has been kind of when we become fatigued. We make a mental mistake or we make a turnover, and if we can fight through that, we should be okay. But it'll be tough for the next 2 quarters.
Absolutely, Coach. So sounds like you'll get them ready to play here in the second half, and
we'll find out. But they're about to inbound this ball right now, so we're going to go.
Best of luck second half. Okay, and we'll be right back with the second half right after this. Okay, so we're here with tonight's Comcast Varsity Sports Player of the Game, number 25 of Seattle Prep, Patrick Nyeko. Patrick, you had a great second half. That dunk you had really electrified your team, got you back after it looked like you were falling down a little bit. Tell me about that play and about the second half and how you turned it around.
Our coach always talks about game-changing plays. He said a charge and a dunk can change a game around. So, I caught that dunk, and, pretty much that changed the mentality of our team, and we knew we could do it.
Absolutely, and I think your coach is absolutely right, because Skyline really came out hard in the third quarter after you guys had the lead in the first, and looked like they had momentum, and it looked like you felt like you had to take over as a senior and really show that leadership. So what do you think about that?
I think, there's going to be a couple games down the road where we'll have to take over. And, we haven't got all our guys right now. So, it's my responsibility to help the team out any way I can.
Absolutely. So you showed great leadership out there and obviously great athleticism. And it's easy to see why you're considered to be one of the best players in the Metro Conference. So here's your sweatshirt, player of the game. Congratulations. Have a great season. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks. Okay. So that's going to just about wrap it up here for the fourth game of the Les Schwab tourney, where it was the Seattle Prep Panthers defeating Skyline 56-53. I'm Erez Kats, thanking you for joining us and saying stay tuned. We still got 3 more games left to go here. Chris Harper will take you the rest of the way. Take care, and we'll see you next time on Varsity Sports.